Morning, everybody. It is about 5:30 here in South Alabama. Just kicked Clyde out, came around this field, got out here really early this morning, started about 4:15, and was riding around these fields with a thermal, checking to see if I could see anything before we got started this morning. Came over here where I thought I saw a few hogs. Obviously I didn't, because Clyde hasn't let me know anything yet. But anyway, looking around, trying to catch these same hogs we've been after for the last 2 weeks. These hogs have a bad habit of going straight towards 84 as soon as we jump them, so we'll see if we can't do anything with them this morning. All right, well, came around here, got into this wall on the edge of the road. Clyde's out there about 150 yards. I don't know how well y'all can see it, but you can kind of see this little blotch of land we're in right here, surrounded by fields, and then there's 84 on that side of it. But all these hogs are basically confined to these open woods. There's a couple spots with some thick stuff in it, but for the most part, it's pretty open out here. If we can ever get under them heavy, they ought to come out of here, and if they do, they got to come across one of these fields, which is going to give us a wide open opportunity to shoot them and pack behind them. So right now we're just waiting on Clyde, and if we can get these hogs jumped, if we can get some heat in there to them, keep them out of 84, we should have a pretty good chance to get them out of the spot and run them down in the field. But we'll see how it goes, see if Clyde can do anything with it. Come on. Get in there, go. All right, well, what just happened was Clyde went in right there and was trailing up this ditch, and I couldn't understand why, because these hogs don't ever really lay up in here. It's real thick, but you know, it's in the wide open. There's a field on each side of it, and it's not but about 30 yards wide. But anyway, a few years back we baited a big hog in there that was laid up. So I got in position and got ready, and I was sitting there waiting on the hog to come across, and he did finally, and my buggy wouldn't crank. I couldn't shoot him, but I packed a whole herd of dogs in there behind him. So we're running her now. I think it's a big sow, but I'm not sure of that. There may still be 2 or 3 more hogs laid up out there. I don't really know, but that was a big hog. I don't know if it was a boar hog or a sow, but we under him, or her, whatever it is. Decided it was a good idea for her to try to go across the field again. We got into her several times. I know I hit her with that shotgun, and we got a whole herd of dogs running it. We just baited, I'm pretty sure. They may be catching it, I don't know, but it's a big old sow. It ain't a boar hog or anything like that, but it's not the biggest hog out of the 3 of them. But that one flat sure made a gracious mistake when he came across that field in front of all of us. That was the worst idea she had ever had in her entire life. Come on, go get in there. Get in there. Come on, girl. Get in here. Come on. that is number 1 on the day. A freaking nice owl, probably 175, 180, something like that. Thing ran across the road, and that was its last mistake. Number 1. We're gonna go back over to that same ditch, see if we can't get those other 2 hogs out of it. I'm pretty sure I know there's at least 3 hogs in here. I'm pretty sure those other 2 are probably still laid up right there in that same spot. We're back over here in this ditch. I just caught that first hog. We're thinking those other hogs are still laid up out there. I mean, the field ain't but 20 yards right there, and then it ain't but another 30 behind us. So this ain't no more than 50 yards wide right here, and this is the biggest part of it. But anyway, if these hogs are laid up out there, I just put May, Grover, and Clyde out. They ought to be able to get out there and figure it out, and either bait those other 2 in the bed or run them across the field or get us somewhere where we have a shot at seeing them. All right, well, my granddad and I swapped buggies. May directly turned around and ran back across that little road I was sitting on last time I talked to y'all. And she wasn't barking or anything like that. She was just easing along. And she went a couple 100 yards past that road and pulled up bait, and we couldn't hear her because she was right beside 84. So we got a little bit closer, and she is in fact bait. She's barking every breath. So I'm going around. He's gonna stay on this side. I'm gonna get on the 84 side. And I'm gonna send some more dogs in there to help her bait it, because it's in a thick spot where it's at. And I'm gonna send some more dogs in there to help her bait. And if they don't catch it, there's 2 more hogs left in this group. It's a little pig, and it's a great big hog. So May's not rough, so we're gonna send these other dogs in there with her and see if they'll help her, either help her catch it or bait it. If they all back up and bait, we'll know it's the big hog, and if they don't, they catch it, well, we'll know it's the pig. But I'll catch up with y'all when we get around here. All right, just got up here to where May is. I sent the rest of these dogs in there. I'm pretty sure the hog broke. I don't know, he's running around and around in circles out there right now. I lost my monitor the last time I was talking to y'all. I don't know where it came out at, but anyway, sitting here waiting, trying to figure out what they're gonna do. If they stop right here, I'm gonna go in there and catch it. And yep, they just caught him. All right, good deal. All right, well, we split up like I said. He stayed over there on that side. My man was bait right out here about 60 yards. And I came around on this road. And I sent those dogs I had in there, and they broke it when they got there. And they ran around in circles out there for a minute, and then they finally caught it out there again. And we went in there and killed it. I just went back out to his side, because by the time they'd ran that way, they weren't but like 50 yards from his bug, and they were like 200 from me, 150, 200 from me. So anyway, we just went around to that side, came back, found my monitor, and got over here. Found WJ sitting there up in the front seat, acting like she wanted to drive the buggy. But anyway, that was number 2 on the day. Little boar hog, probably about 30, 40 pounds, something like that. Nothing too big, but you can't complain about it. Anyway, that's number 2. I think that's probably gonna be it for today. Not sure yet. There was one more there's a big hog running with this group. There was 3 of these hogs we tried to start this morning. We killed 2 of them. There's a bigger hog out there somewhere, but I don't know if we're gonna try to start it today or not. It's getting later on up in the day. I got some stuff I got to do today, so anyway, we'll see how it works out for us. All right, well, we just finished the day off. Went back over there and caught that puppy we turned out on that first sow this morning. Didn't have a collar on her, so we didn't know where she ended up at, but we went over there, caught her. And that is it for today. Ended up with those 2, caught that real nice day after she came across that field in front of us. I think I got some pretty good footage of me shooting at her. I don't know, I'll tell when I edit it. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll see you in the next one.